Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for the Detour podcast. We've only got 2 more stages left of the men's Tour de France, but the women's Tour de Femme kicks off tomorrow. And stage 19, we thought it was going to be a bunch kick. Almost was iffy, but the Frenchman Christophe Laporte, geez, Jumbo Visma, talk about getting greedy.
Yeah, look, I would have put any money you liked on the fact that it was going to be a bunch finish. But, you know, the big teams who did all the work all day, Alpecin, Bike Exchange, you know, Lotto, a couple of Total Energies as well. You know, they did all the work, but stuffed it up right near the end. Anyway, whatever. But hats off to Christophe Laporte. He has been a sensational rider this year for them. I mean, you know, he's been stepping up all the time and so strong. And he's been probably the rider that we haven't talked about in Jumbo Visma.
Yeah.
When you look at all the riders that have been in, the work he's done has been absolutely staggering, really. But because it's been at different parts of the race, it just hasn't popped up. And evidently, Van Aert said to him, "Your day today." And he took it on. It was an amazing finale and quite worthy. And turns out to be France's only stage win. They're not going to win another one on this tour. No. So, but brilliant ride.
Just tilt your camera down a little bit if you look like Dickie Knee again. It's been coming on.
Benny Hill music.
Dan the Man says, loved the interview with Poggy. That was obviously yesterday. Wendy Superfan said, hi guys, going to be an interesting time trial. Obviously, we've got the 42K time trial today. But before we preview all of that, we did some more interviews pre-start. Great interview with Jack Bauer talking about the incident with the car.
Looking forward to that. I'm like everyone else. I haven't seen any. Normally, you send them through as you do them. I got dropped off the mailing list, obviously.
Well, get on SBS socials, SBS Sports socials on Twitter. I'm running out of data too, and I might not have enough to get through the show.
Stop talking and start showing them.
I'll play the video. Righto.
Andy Schleck got a new nickname. Almost Andy Schleck.
I'm surprised that you still talk to me.
Oh, no. Mate, you were close. Bob Youngles, he was there in the break.
He was in the breakaway, yeah. No, I think yesterday was a very hard stage. The breakaway didn't let them go very far because behind, of course, we all thought that Tadej wanted to show something, but in the end it was Jonas who made things quite clear for the podium in Paris, I believe. Nothing will happen there anymore. I think 1, 2 and 3, we know them today. But a sprinter day today, I think, and not many. They didn't have many, and they have today, and they have Paris, and Paris is a really special sprint. Always, often surprises on the cobblestones there. So the real sprinter stage today. But after a long tour, the heat, the sprinters are not like they are the same the first day anymore. But I see, Jakobsen, fighting, grinding his teeth to get, into the time limit and. That's for one reason only, and that's today. Actually, 2 reasons today and Paris only. And it's still a quick step. Alpha Vinyl, they are not here for one stage. They want more, and so I think they have pressure on the shoulders, and I believe in him today.
So Jakobsen's your tip today?
Yeah, he'd be my tip today. Yes.
Yeah, I reckon Jasper Philipsen.
Yeah, that's your view, and this is my view.
Finally, the sportsmanship we saw yesterday with Pogačar and Vingegaard. Are you a fan of the sort of hand claps when they're also attacking each other?
Yes, of course. I mean, even these guys, they out there and they fight each other, especially this year. It's like a real boxing fight out there. And then you see, that still the respect, the one versus the other is there. I think that's an example, perfect example how it should be. I think it's great for the sport. This is something quite inspiring.
Has it inspired you to patch things up with Conador?
No, he needs to come to me.
Good on you, mate.
Good.
Jack Bauer, obviously there was drama yesterday with your crash, unfortunately. How are you feeling? How are you pulled up?
Yeah, good. I think my reaction time is obviously slowing down as the ages tick by, the years tick by. I fit 2 cars in 5 days, 4 days, and I'm the common denominator. So, yeah. You make what you will of it, but the bike rider's in control of the bike, and I just didn't manage to get myself out of a sticky situation. It was a steep D. I tried to rub off speed. As soon as the tyres let go, I knew I was heading for impact. So I was able to select the car, you know. There were two concrete blocks, there was a moto, and there was the back end of a car. So I took paint and panel over concrete.
Well, what I was impressed with is you had the live cameras there, they were picking up the audio, and you didn't swear. I reckon the guy was ready with the bleep button, and you handled it really well, I thought.
Audio must have been turned down, bro. I said a lot of things I'm not proud of.
Right.
I heard from my mother last night about that.
Okay.
Yeah, not my proudest moment. It was more out of frustration, being that I crashed a couple of days ago, also from hitting a car, been a little bit ill, and finally felt like I was getting back on top of things for the last day in the Pyrenees yesterday, only to ride myself into the deck again. So just a moment of frustration, more at myself than those around me. It probably looked like I was abusing the moto rider and the car drivers and whatnot, which I guess I was, but
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I take the blame too.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But on the positive, I mean, you've rinsed all the bad luck. Sprint stage today.
Yeah.
Team's up and about.
Yeah. It made for a very, very difficult day yesterday. The brake was still pushing on the foot of the Obisque there, which means that the pace hadn't dropped. So I had the very hard task of, I gave away 2 minutes by walking around on the road, you know, kind of talking to the air instead of getting back on my bike. So I lost 2 minutes there. My bike was screwed, so I didn't have my gears, so I couldn't really go that fast. So it took a long time to just wait in the cars and wait till the Obisque to make a bit of an effort to come back onto a gruppetto of sorts. There was really no gruppetto yesterday. There were gruppettos. It was a hard day.
Yeah,
it was a hard day. A day like yesterday, you want to give yourself as easy as possible a day until the climbs start, and then you sag back and look after your sprinter. But when you've been on the red before the gruppetto starts, there's never that chance to recover. It's just a compounding effect, and I think that showed on the Hoda cam yesterday. I didn't have my best day.
Well, you got through the time cut, mate, and as we said, it's a big day today for the team, and good chance with Dylan.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. That's what it's all been about the last few days in the mountains, trying to conserve as much as possible. Dylan has obviously been riding really well. He's fresh, so we'll go balls deep today and in Paris on Sunday, and hope that we can come up with the goods.
All the best, mate.
Cheers, Dan. Good to see you.
Caleb Ewan, you got through the mountains, mate, and now it's your turn. Sprint stage, how you feeling?
I felt good the last 2 days, so I'm happy I could make it now to the sprints, because there was a few times during the mountains that I didn't think I'd make it, but here we are, sprint stage, so hopefully I can go for it.
Now, what are you expecting from the conditions today? There's talk there could be echelons. You've got a full squad. That's obviously an advantage.
It's crosswinds all day, cross tailwind, so it is the perfect opportunity if someone wants to split it, but I think someone will probably try at some stage, but I'm not sure if it will split. You know, it's obviously a strong peloton here, so we'll see what happens, but we'll be up there ready, and if it splits, hopefully we'll be in the front.
Well, all the best today, mate.
Cheers, Jonesy. Cheers.
Matthew White, big stage for the team today. What are you expecting?
I expect a very aggressive start. There's a lot of teams in this bike race who haven't won a stage. So unless you've got a world-class sprinter for Sunday or a time trialer for tomorrow, this is his last roll of the dice. So expect an aggressive start. Things will settle down during the stage, and then I expect to get attacked in the final as well.
What about with the wind conditions today? Expecting chance of echelons?
There's a chance there. You can't relax in that sort of in periods of the race today. It's not a normal flat sprint stage. There is crosswinds today, around about 15 kilometres an hour, but we'll be riding on the front there and holding good position anyway. But one thing, we just can't relax all day.
And it's classic Tour de France, isn't it? Like yesterday, hide out, stay safe, and then there was obviously the incident with Jack Bauer that was unfortunate. Do you think it's one of those things where they need to look at how many motos and so forth in the race, or it's just an unfortunate incident?
It's a combination. I think they could probably reduce the amount of vehicles in the convoy. And the other one as well is some of the people driving in the convoy. At the end of the day, that's our job. We do it every week in, week out. But there's people in there that in the convoy that remember it's a bike race, not a car race. And the number one priority is rider safety. So those people who caused the accident really kicked off the race today. But the main thing is that Jack, very, very fortunately, is okay to continue, because that could have gone really pear-shaped.
Yeah, no, he was very lucky, and as you said, big stage for you guys today. Wish you all the best, and confidence must be up and about, given that you've already won 2 stages already in the tour.
Yeah, mate, it's another day that we're going after, so we've got 2 to go.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers.
Dylan Groenewegen, already a stage winner at the tour so far, and finally a sprint opportunity today. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was hard working to achieve it to these goals, but we are here. 2 more chances, for sure Paris, but also today. But yeah, we have to stay focused in the race, what happened, and yeah, most beautiful thing is that we have a sprint.
As a sprinter, you know, those mountain stages, can it sometimes give you form? Because Caleb said he's actually feeling better now. Or how are you feeling from those mountain stages?
I think also the form was good the first week, but yeah, I survived the mountains good. It's always looking forward how the legs are in the final today, but I think they will be good, and hopefully we can sprint for a really good result.
Does it help within the sprint group, winning a couple of stages and being so close on so many stages? The confidence must be skyrocketed at the moment.
Yeah, we have already 2 stage wins, and that's really nice. The tour is it's really good for the team, but yeah, we won the 3rd one, and today is a good opportunity. So let's go.
And what's the plan in the final? If it does turn into a washing machine, is there any wheels that you're going to sort of look for, or just go purely on instinct?
I think I follow my team, and then we will see what happens. I think it will be. It's always stressful, but a lot of guys are tired. Yeah, let's see it in the final, and hopefully we have the good position to sprint for the win.
Good luck for today, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a selection of the pre-race interviews. Jack was hilarious, though, yeah?
Sensational. He said he was getting into the red. I sounded like he was on the red for a while there, but wonderful stuff.
Yeah, I love Andy Schleck as well. Yeah, you can catch things up.
No, I like he put you back in your box when you said, he said, that's your selection. You're asking me for my selection, you know.
That's right. Shut up, mate. Know your place. Tony Lawton says, do riders have to suffer a 7-hour bus ride to Paris and then try and get sleep, or do they go another way? They always stop about halfway and then they have dinner, so it's a 2.5, 3 hour drive.
Are they? And they're not flying, because often they fly. Often it's all this team that do that. I think they're flying.
It depends. Because the time trial is so scattered, some cars do like convoys. So the first batch of riders might go, you know what, let's jump in the car. And with Green Edge in the past, they'd have like hotels halfway through, and they'd get there, 4 or 5 p.m. and then watch the last bit of the time trial. But yeah, sometimes they do have that charter flight, but I think in the past,
it's been more charter flights than not. I think you're getting mixed up with some of all the staff there who have to take the cars and all of those, but they actually nearly all these big. Now this one's a little bit shorter than some of the others, but I reckon you'll find that they're all the riders are charter flighting.
All right, there you go. We'll see.
Yeah.
Samantha says, doing an awesome job, Dan. Can you say hi to my mum, Judy? She's a fan of your show. G'day, Judy. Hope you're having a great day. Wheel Wizard, post-tour crits back. Poggy and Vinny to ride Alas Monday. Matthew Vanderpoel at Boxmere. Monday, Matthew Vanderpoel. Wednesday in his hometown. Herentals, 19 crits in 12 days. There's some clashes. Now, for the listeners and viewers that don't know about these post-tour crits, they're a big cash cow, Iffy. They ride the Tour de France kit, and they're up on stage, and I think Cookie earned a truckload of coin out of the year when he got the green jersey.
Yeah, and Robbie always got a stack, so Stewie. I mean, serious money. They're amazing events. I rode one in Ulst, actually, a post-tour crit. I didn't ride the tour, but I got a ride because I was not many Australians around in those days, and I rode one there, and it's just amazing. The size of the crowd, and they're all there to watch whoever, the tour stars at the time. Now, they all pay to get in, so they sort of fence off the area around the crit circuit, and everyone has to pay to get in there. So they're huge events.
Did you get a bag of cash as well?
Not a bag of cash, got a little bit of cash, just enough, a little bit of pocket money.
Tick you over. Fiona Dunn wants to know, Dan, what time for the podcast tomorrow with the later stage start? We'll do it at the same time because we'll be in Paris. So we can knock it out first.
Know what's going on with Dan, but it sounds like we have a challenge. No, I can hear myself talking. I don't know if anyone else can hear me, but Dan is frozen in the. It must be this issue he's got with his internet there. We'll see what happens. I don't know if anyone can hear me either. But I'll just keep yabbering away because we've got Caleb first off today. He's off at 1:05. And then Bling, next Aussie off at 14:32. That's French time. And Michael Storer at 15:46. Chris Hamilton at 15:48, 2 minutes later. And then Nick Schultz at 16:14. And I think... Vingegaard is off at 5 o'clock, so he's the last of the. Here we go. He's coming back. We'll see. Hello.
I've used all my data from a French phone, so now we're on the Telstra. So we're gonna have to keep this show short and sharp, folks.
Well, I don't know. I was talking because I didn't know whether they would still be hearing me or not, so I just kept blabbering away while you were off air.
Okay, anyway. Perfect. All right, well, let's go to Bike Exchange Ad and let's get through the content because we're going to run out of data. All right, enjoy a drinks break.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs. Semi-amateurs. And pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank. And these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours. And the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Thanks again to Bike Exchange for all their support. Without them, we wouldn't be doing the show. BikeExchange.com or .com.au, both links work. If you need road bike, mountain bike, or e-bike, if they've got a big sale on those at the moment.
They certainly have, yeah. No matter where in the world you are, just jump on bikeexchange.com or bikeexchange.com.au and you will get the best deals available.
I've got a comment from Coming Soon. Dan, set up a GoFundMe page to pay for Telstra streaming this podcast. You're going to need it. I remember one year you had a massive Telstra bill from the Tour de France. I think it was 2007.
Yeah. It was about $2,007 too.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's get through. There's more interviews where it was a great catch up with Geraint Thomas because I saw something on the broadcast that not many people picked up. I was just trying to poke the bear. So enjoy the second batch of interviews.
Aussie Sports Director Zach Dempster, what an amazing Tour de France for Israel Premier Tech, mate. How's the mood in the bus?
Yeah, it's better when you're winning, that's for sure. But super special day the other day with Hugo taking the win and Mark third, so yeah, it's magic, absolutely magic.
It was such an emotional stage win, given the story obviously with his brother, and was that his first professional victory?
Yeah, exactly, it's a good way to start. Hugo's a real solid guy. He's
he hasn't been a prolific winner, obviously, if that's his first race, but he's there, always, chipping away, super solid in breakaways, super solid teammate, all that stuff. But this year, he's on another level. So, I think that gives him a lot of confidence for the rest of his career and of course, the rest of the season, that what he's capable of. As you can see, there was no jumps in that breakaway.
And for yourself, I mean, the role as a sports director, you're the biggest bike racer in the world, you've had success. Do you take time, at night to sit back and go, how good is this?
Yeah, I haven't got a heap of time to contemplate the universe at the moment, but honestly, like the progression from, I just stopped 3 years ago racing and I was really clear that this is what I want to do, and to be able to go into something new where you can strive and be involved in moments like that, I just feel super grateful and motivated for the future with this team and whatever comes to keep doing this job, because it's what I want to do with my life.
Well, I've asked a lot of riders privately, and if you're on Google, you get 5-star reviews, mate, so you should be proud of that.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a high-performance sport. It's like anything, and I think the fact that when you do stop and you come into something like this, like I say, I feel super grateful, and to take every chance that you can prepare and motivate and engage is, it's like that. It's what I want to do in my life, so it's nice to hear good feedback.
And what about today's stage?
Yeah, look, like on paper sprint, but as you can feel, the wind's blowing, and we're not racing for lollipops, so I'm sure it's going to be pretty aggressive.
You're not here to put socks on centrepiece.
Yeah, exactly. Famous words of Jai Hindley.
All the best today, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Good to see you today, Tadej. Have you thought a bit about what Jonas Vingegaard did yesterday and how much of a strong rival he is for you?
Yeah, after yesterday I saw how really strong he is. Way better than last year, I think. When I analyzed my climbs yesterday, I think I did. For those kind of climbs, I did one of the best power outputs for myself. So I was still happy, and the better man beat me.
And he was a gentleman yesterday, waiting for you after you crashed as well. I think I read in an interview where he said he doesn't have your number, so maybe you guys aren't that close. But what do you know about him? What type of person is he for you?
I don't know. I think he's a super nice guy. He waited me yesterday after my crash, but he also waited two teammates. And but as far as I race with him, he's a really, really nice guy and a super tough contender.
And maybe now you have his number, huh?
What now?
Maybe now you'll get his number.
Maybe I get his number. I hope so.
So many opinions from different people in this tour about how you could have done things differently, how you should approach it differently next time. Have you got any ideas yourself about maybe changing your approach slightly next year?
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be some changes for next year. We will analyze everything, what we did, what was wrong, what was good, and take the best out of it.
Could you be more specific about what they might be in terms of the way you've ridden in particular rather than the team?
In terms of my shape, my form, I think I did quite good, almost perfect, and it was actually I had only one bad day in the tour, and I mean it was not a bad day after all, and my shape was quite good for the tour, so maybe next year we train more.
Geraint Thomas, solid stage, mate. You happy with your ride in the end?
Yeah. I was a little dry. Didn't drink quite enough, but I think everyone had that trouble at some stage this race. And also the puncher on the last time wasn't ideal, but it was also nice to know it was a puncher while I was feeling a bit rubbish for a couple of K there. But we've just been racing from so far out, especially in the mountains. It's been tough, but happy to have held onto that third so far, and it's obviously looking good, but today could be crosswinds all day. You never know what can happen, so not counting our chickens yet.
Speaking of dry, I did see you on the second last climb ask for a bottle from one of the jumbo Vista swatties, and they didn't give it to you. That's not cricket.
No, yeah, both of them didn't want to give me the bottle, but I think, to be fair, I'm not sure it's their Swannies. I think that was their VIPs handing out bottles. They probably got told just to only give to Jumbo. I don't know, but yeah, that's how it was. But if I'd got a bottle, I wouldn't have gained 5 minutes on Vingegaard anyway. So.
Nah, but you stored in the memory bank, mate, for sure.
Oh, it's in there. Don't worry about that.
You must be really proud of your tour so far because, you know, you look at how you've ridden. I don't know what else you really could have done.
Yeah, I think, you know, tactically we've been on the ball. I think the way I've judged my effort's been pretty good all the way through. And yeah, to be best of the rest almost, because those two are head and shoulders above everyone anyway. So, so far so good. As I said, I try not to get too carried away because, as we know, like in sport, anything can happen.
Oh, good luck today, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
Well, Bernard, congratulations. You've won another Ride of the Day award at the Kangaroo. I think next year I'm just going to bring a bag of them and give them to you at the start of the tour. I think it'll be easier.
Yeah, or like a one in real life, like a real
you want a big one?
Yeah.
Well,
I think
mate,
my son would like it.
Mate, you have had an unbelievable Tour de France. You must be so proud of your team and Jonas and even your form as well.
Yeah, exactly. Super happy how things went, of course, how everything felt and how we could achieve the goals with the team so far. And we're looking forward to finish it off now in the last couple of days. But it will be windy today. Will be sketchy stage again, and we really need to keep the focus.
And you may as well win another stage, eh? Why not?
It is a possibility, but I think today, for me especially, will be about what's left in the legs, because of course I went really deep yesterday.
All right. Well, good luck today, mate.
Thank you.
There we go. Well, Bernard, it's true. They'll just give him a bag of roos at the start of next year's tour and just say, mate, saves me hand in mouth.
He's just amazing. He is amazing. I've been talking with a lot of my old racing mates, and wow, Bernard, like he keeps surprising and staggering everyone. We all have watched our superstars, and there's been groups of them over the years, the Eddie Merckx's and the Bernard Hinaults and Greg LeMond's, all these special guys, and right at the moment there's a whole host of them. And then there's Wout van Aert, who keeps doing things that don't make sense, you know. But it's a staggering. And again, yesterday, I mean, he was very influential in that win for Laporte. He really,
as you said,
closed the gap down towards the end, told him it was all for him, and watched him cross the line and pump his fist. It was that rap for him, you know. It's just amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What a team. What a team. We've got some more comments. Prasad says, hi, your thoughts on this year's Tour de France from competitiveness perspective? It's a long time since we've seen a real tussle for the yellow jersey. Well, 2020 was a cracker. Coming down to the penultimate time trial. That was only a couple of years ago. But I think it's been one of the best additions for sure.
Oh, yeah. Look, this has been just an amazing bike race. From I complain a little bit about in Copenhagen about letting the brakes go a bit easy, but that's because that's they knew what they were doing. But once we got into the mainland, every day has been an hour of unbelievable racing just to get a break going, and Copenhagen was brilliant with the crowds, and it's been a staggeringly good tour, and every day has been a great bike race. It'll be another one today. I'm looking forward to today's time trial. I think we'll see some surprising rides. I'll tell you who's going to surprise, because he was doing a great time trial early on, and he got good form. Yesterday's stage winner, Christophe Laporte. I reckon he'll do a ripper.
Yeah?
Yeah, he crashed in the stage one.
Another live comment from Peter Bredsell. He says, Jones, you've got to say awesome job on the interviews, mate. Keep asking Andy Schleck about Chaingate, and if you know more comments about Riders Old Fellas Gold. Cheers, Peter. Peter Williams says, Bike Exchange got that finish wrong. That final suited Matthews, given that there was a little bit of a kick up at the end. What do you think?
No, that suits both. That suits Dylan as well. He's good on those, just slightly uphills, a little bit more than that. But I can tell you, and as we were talking about yesterday, I thought about Jacobson because I thought he had the really strong form. So great. It was a great ride from him yesterday to finish.
Yeah.
I mean,
Best of the rest.
Phillipson. I meant Phillipson.
Phillipson.
Yeah, I was thinking Jacobson, Phillipson, because he was so strong, and he was easily the best of the rest. So he'd be really. But all the sprinters teams got that wrong yesterday. But I'm really looking forward to today. We'll talk about that because it's the Wout van Aert and Ghana stage, but I still reckon people like Christophe Laporte, Bob Youngles, he'll do a good time trial.
What about Yves Lampard?
Yves Lampard, I mean, he surprised everyone when he won the first stage, so you got to be put into the mix. I don't know what he's been, whether he's just been looking after himself or whatever, but you expect a good one from him. So
I reckon he's been hiding out.
Yeah, if Wout van Aert wins it, it will be amazing because he really has been delving into the, pushing hard on that bucket of sand, but he seems to not fit any other, labels or whatever.
His recovery rate's astounding.
It is, yeah.
Annette Miller says Simon Yates re-signing with Bike Exchange Jayco is great news.
Yeah, it is great news. Yeah, I've always felt that Simon Yates, he almost won the Giro and probably should have won it on a couple of occasions. One with COVID, the one he blew up where he looked to have it in the bag. He's had all these issues, but then he won the Vuelta. And I always thought that, the Tour de France was probably not the race he could win because not quite good enough in the time trials. But that's changed after his win in the time trial in the Tour de France, in the Giro this year. You realise he is the package. He can win the Tour de France. So, I mean, Bike Exchange is going to have to step up as far as the riders that would enable him to do it. But yeah, I know he wants to have a real serious go for the Tour de France.
Yep. Quick good day to Michael Klein.
Kleiny.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah,
and Dan Hammersley says, great interviews and insights, Dan. Finally got to listen live. Have you got a plan for the Big Roo delivery? Absolutely. We'll be going to the start of stage 21. We've got the big Grand Kanga that's in the yellow jersey. I'll show it to Jonas in the mix zone. I'll say, mate, we've got a very special delivery for you at the finish, and I'll give it to him just before he goes on the podium. He could handball it off to someone. He could take it up. If he takes it up on the stage, it'll be hilarious. But we'll wait and see. So last comment before we wrap things up and get your tips. Thinking from coming soon, it says, thinking about Sky 4 to 5 years ago, they were super strong, then added roster to include all the current Grand Tour winners. Imagine 2023 Jumbo UAE doing this. Walt, Poggy, Vingegaard, Matthew Van Der Poel.
No, we don't want to see that. We want to see a bike race. And look, my hats off to Jumbo Visma, have no doubt been the team of the race, not just because they were going to win the bike race, but they've been, both the leaders' teams have been diminished because of COVID crashes, but the way that they just keep producing and just to win yesterday, that was just something else. That was just something amazing. The fact that their old tradition would be, we're going to win this Tour de France, it's just hover around Vingegaard, and that would have been the old. But no, they're up the road and trying to win stages and whatever. You've got complete faith in him, so they're not worried about him at all. So it's a different world. Sensational.
All right, who's your tip, Iffy, before my Wi-Fi runs out?
I'll go with Gunner. I'm gonna go with Gunner.
Okay, I'll go with Lampard. That's my cycling knowledge coming to the front there, Johnny. YouTube.com/The Detour Podcast. Thanks for all your support, guys. We'll come live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be 9 a.m. for me. Gives me an extra hour.
Okay.
So 5 o'clock tomorrow.
All right.
Does that work?
Yeah, and we were going to do a little preview of the ladies, but we won't do. We'll talk all about it tomorrow. You'll do some great, get some great grabs with them as well. But I'm looking forward to watching this Women's Tour de France. There was some great stuff from Grace Brown. She was saying how important it is for them to try and get the yellow. I mean, she's riding. She riding for her teammate. What's her name? The leader of her team. I can't think of it now. Anyway, I know what it is. Cecile Utrop for the overall, but she really wants to try and get the yellow early on. Great. And she says any day in the yellow is something very special. Of course, it is.
Oh, it's going to be the most sought after jersey.
Yeah, we've got Spratty and Ruby Rose McGann, Alex Manley in the Bike Exchange Jayco team, but they're riding actually for Kristen Faulkner, who they believe can get on the podium for the overall.
Yeah,
so
great form.
Yeah, great form.
All right, well, we'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Thanks for all the support, and hopefully it's a big time trial. I don't think we'll see any shake-ups on the GC, but you never know. You never know. So enjoy. See you tomorrow, Johnny. See you guys.
Goodbye.